Brie Stevens here with Lake Life Realty, and I am here with Jeremy with Lighthouse Contracting Group. We're on Shore Drive in Laconia at one of your most recent projects.
Yeah.
Pretty big project here.
Yeah, we've been here a few months now.
Wow. So
Yeah.
we're on Lake Winnisquam.
We are.
So you had different things in regards to the proximity to the lake with this project. But where did this project come from, and what was the scope that you had to work with?
So this actually, the client had gone into the Pello showroom in Meredith and starting to look at windows. She had much of this planned in her head from the beginning. So, she had went in there and they had given her my name. She reached out to me and, we went from there. That was the end of last summer.
Okay.
So we planned through most of the winter, and then we got started in pretty much right at the beginning of COVID. So, the beginning of March, and we're on the, wrapping up now. But she knew what she wanted. She'd been thinking about it. She bought this place like 3 years ago, so she knew exactly what she wanted. She had some ideas and boards together and whatnot. And basically what you see here is what she kind of showed me, in the beginning. So, the black windows, everything to do with the modern farmhouse kind of style that's going right now. And
that's kind of been the name you've had for the project the whole time. It's the Modern Farmhouse Project.
Yeah, Modern Farmhouse Makeover.
Makeover?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
And behind us here, you can see the house, and we'll highlight, before, during, and after footage that you've taken. But what would you say was probably the biggest challenge with this project that you faced?
Oh, well, it's all new exterior, so it's all Boral true exterior siding, and so you do house wrap, all the flashing and all of that. The roof was existing, and all the drip edge, the metal trim around the edge was existing, so we basically taped that off and spray painted it, as we went along, so we didn't touch the shingle roof. The most challenging part was the deck and porch out back, of course. Like, we added this front covered entry, of course, new door, new steps and everything. That overhang on the garage over there was new, but out back, the deck and the porch. So we didn't think we'd be able to get a porch, and as we start planning this project, it's like, this place needs a porch, and you have to go
on the
out.
Lake, you need a porch.
Yeah, you need a porch, and she knew she wanted an outdoor kitchen from the start, but as we were kind of bound by this 50-foot setback of the lake, so the radius out back follows the 50-foot setback of the lake. Just adds a nice little detail to it too. So the way it all ended up, we ended up losing all the windows on the back of the garage in order to fit the porch, but turns out there's a 16 by 19 foot screened in porch with a nice 14-foot outdoor kitchen, and with the stairs kind of inside the deck footprint within the 50-foot setback. There's kind of like 3 areas to the outdoor space out back. There's a small, well, not small, it's like 8.5 by 17-foot sitting area, so like the conversation set, and then there's the stairway and the catwalk, and then there's a sitting area that has a fire pit that's plumbed into the propane. Then you go into the screened-in porch, which houses a 10-foot long, 10-top farmhouse table and the 14-foot outdoor kitchen, and that's a beautiful space, So there's a lot of details in the porch and deck that we spent most of our time there, for sure.
And your involvement, you said she had boards on Pinterest, I'm assuming Pinterest boards for the vision here, but you had to make it a reality for her. How did you help her find the best products to use and get, I know you featured light fixtures on your posts. How did you go about that client relationship and the products that you were going to use?
Basically worked through the design build process. So she had a lot of the footwork done when we started working together, which was great. She really knew what she wanted, but sometimes that also makes it challenging because they know what they want, and you have to find a way to make it work even if it doesn't lend itself very easily to existing conditions. So, because that's what we're dealing with here, existing conditions. So, finding products and then working through all the different options and costs and whatnot, because this siding that's here is one of the most expensive siding products available right now, but it is a really good, durable product, and it looks really nice painted. It's insect and moisture resistant. It doesn't have much movement, all those awesome features that are important, but looks like wood painted. So we went back and forth, but she wanted the large format. She wanted a mix of some board and batten, which is on the front side of the garage, and then also on the shed dormer out back. But she wanted the large format kind of V-groove on the rest of the body. So it was important to her to not have the same as everybody else on the street. She wanted something different, and she's definitely achieved that.
She achieved that for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Now, what would you say your favorite part of the whole project? Because there's so many pieces to this. What would you say your favorite?
I'm really proud of the deck for sure,
Yeah.
but that porch is hard to beat. It's a really nice space, and you sit in there. And we've been eating lunch in there, for the last couple weeks. It's a really nice space, but we've certainly worked hard. The little details that everything, it looks like the way it's supposed to be right now, but we went through a lot of effort to achieve that. So the cocktail rail on the radius railing and the rest of it. I mean, just creating clean lines and having everything married together the way that you would expect it to takes a lot of thought sometimes. So pretty proud. And some of the lighting.
A lot of work behind the scenes.
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of thought, dream time. Like, how do I, what do I use to do this? Or how do I make this come together?
Well, we definitely achieved that goal. So I appreciate it very much. Is there anything else you want to touch on the project for us?
There's some pretty cool lighting features, so I worked on mock-ups to try and get the results we wanted. Like underneath the garage roof overhang there's LED tape light that, washes through the ends of the exposed ends of the rafters and just creates a nice ambiance. And then there's post lights on the deck out back, and we routed in some LED underneath all the risers from the steps. That took a lot of work, and and then there's some LED ambient light in the porch that washes up the ceiling. So there's some cool. I'm gonna have a twilight shoot, and it's gonna look pretty cool here at night. So worked hard on some of those lighting features.
Yeah, so they can enjoy it into the evenings here. That's awesome.
Yeah, and they're all on smart controls, so you can control it from her phone or set schedules and whatnot, which is pretty neat too.
So high tech here with Lighthouse Contracting Group.
Try.
Yeah, of course. So I really appreciate you sharing this project with us for our home improvement series. We want to share with everyone, what people are doing around the area for renovations and improvements to their homes, and this is really unique and special. So I appreciate you sharing it.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.